Hey Weirdos, this is Evan Jarvix with Make Oklahoma Weirder, and this is your local music vlog for the week. It is Friday morning. Happy March 1st, everyone. Snuck up on me too, man. I can't believe it's March. There is a lot going on. You can tell live music season is starting to kick up into gear, so I guess I better jump into it. Wave Fest, ACM at UCO, independent organization is putting this on. This is a 2-day music fest of sorts, kind of a mini music fest that is being put on by a group called the Women's Audio Vision group, which the acronym of which is WAVE, W-A-V, which stylized with a period before it looks like a .wave file, which is a audio file. So it's an audio file type. So it's a pretty cool deal. I like the name change. From what I can tell, this group is an outgrowth of what was the Women in the Studio group, which organized last year or maybe the year before that. But this fest, this Wave Fest, is pretty much a continuation of something we saw a year ago called Slay the Stage. And if you don't know anything about Slay the Stage, I did a whole video on it a year ago, an actual on-location video with the cameraman. We interviewed some people, we caught some performances, interviewed one of the organizers, so that's a great place to get caught up. That was one of the first videos I put out under the Make Oklahoma Weirder label, so you can catch that on the YouTube channel. You can catch that on the blog. There's a little spot on the blog there. You can search for it as Slay the Stage, or it's in the On Location tab if you're familiar with how you can navigate the website. So that'll answer half your questions right there. But the gist of it is it's kind of a group of ACM at UCO students and organizers, and faculty, and I believe a couple of faculty members are involved, where it's just an effort to sort of galvanize the women that are in the ACM at UCO program who maybe feel a little bit. There's an interview about this. Actually, the Gazette put out a great article, so pick up the Gazette if you want to read a bit more about the organization and what they stand for. But it's basically there to support and encourage and organize women who are in the music industry, specifically here in Oklahoma, whether they be performers or engineers or producers. I think originally this organization was probably a little bit more focused on the engineering, but it seems like they've kind of broadened it a bit with the name change and the rebrand. And I do like the rebrand. I like the .wave aesthetic. So anyway, this fest is happening. Last year was just one day, and this year it's 2 days. It's happening Saturday and Sunday. And Saturday it starts at 4 p.m. Sunday it starts at 2 p.m. And I do want to clarify, because every time there's an event that involves ACM at UCO in Bricktown as a location, a lot of people get confused about where exactly that is. Because you see ACM at UCO Performance Lab pretty prominently down there. But unless you're an ACM at UCO alum in some way, you might not be so familiar with the actual building where ACM at UCO is housed, which is further down the street. It's a few blocks down from there. If you know kind of where Cholinos was, which rest in peace to Cholinos, it's right over there. It's kind of on the Riverwalk area, and there's like a 4-story building. Yeah, and there's a bunch of cool stuff that happens in there, but as far as stages go, there's a songwriter stage that's inside that building, and that's where a lot of the full band music will happen. And then just outside on kind of the patio area, out in front, outside, there's kind of an acoustic stage more for singer-songwriters. Last year, the Performance Lab was opened up for this festival. This year it's not, with the exception of the No Name concert, which is happening on Sunday, is kind of what all this is culminating in. I think that's just a happy accident that this kind of happening that way, because that No Name concert has been slated a lot longer than this Wave Fest has. So And the No Name concert is sold out too. It's a whole different thing. The Wave Fest is completely free. You can come and go, and there's music pretty much all day, from the afternoon to the evening. But then, culminating on Sunday at the Performance Lab, which is where the Performance Lab comes into play, is for that No Name concert, which has openers from non-female performers too. So it's definitely something that was added on kind of last minute. But I like how it works because, I mean, No Name is a really excellent figure to kind of have branded with this new rebranding of the organization. Not to mention that hip hop is a little bit more prominently featured in the lineup this year with Millie Mesh and Cheyenne Davis, both being female MCs, getting prominent placement on the lineup this year. I like to see that. But there's just a whole slew of local bands. Lauren Hardiman, Annie Oakley, Catlock, Stone Tide. There's tons. I could go on. But check it out. There's a updated poster with the proper times on it. And there's an event on Facebook. I've got the poster on the website right now. If you go to the show recommendations, it's there. So that's kind of a big deal, and I wanted to kind of explain a couple things regarding that. And it is kind of more or less the second year, which there's a Gazette article too that really kind of goes into it. I don't know if I said that. I might have said that. But the Gazette article kind of explains a lot of that stuff. So Wavefest, kind of a big deal that I am excited about. Got to throw it out to Cavern Company and OK Sessions for putting together, tonight there's a show at the Trolley Stop Record Shop in Oklahoma City, which is a totally underutilized venue. It's a really cool spot, great record store, lots of acoustic space, really nice stage. I've been to only one show there, and I recall that the sound was not spectacular. There wasn't like a sound guy or very good sound equipment, but I'm assuming that this particular show, they're probably going to bring their own sound. And I expect it'll be cool because music sounds really cool in there. So that's, who's on that? Is Mad Honey on that? I can't remember. Cavern Company. I know they're bringing up McAllister, because McAllister opened for them at their release show a couple years ago. But anyway, this is the first in what is being called the Indie Sessions or something. I don't know the specific title, but it looks like it's the first of an ongoing series of concerts to happen at the Trolley Stop Record Shop, and I'm really excited about that. So check that out. I'm going to miss a lot of these shows because I have a couple of shows myself. I'm not going to talk about them, but please go in my place. I wanna shout out Agnes. Instagram. If you're on the Instagram game, there is a new account that has kind of popped up out of nowhere that is starting to follow a lot of us who are in the Oklahoma City music scene, and it's just a bunch of artistic portraits and photos and videos that's definitely teasing something, and I have no idea what it is. But I can tell it's something that's been worked on for a long time. Like, this is something that somebody's been working on throughout 2018 and finally starting to debut. So, Agnes, Agnes, I can't remember what the handle is, but it's like Agnes in Space, and it's this whole sci-fi space synthesizer performance art project, which surely has local music involved somehow. So I'm really excited about that. Go check that out because I don't know what it is, but I'm excited about what it might become. I gotta mention Slyrex. Slyrex dropped an album on Monday. Hip-hop music is so awesome around here, and you get a lot of different flavors, too. And Slyrex definitely kind of has his own flavor. I've been a fan since 2016 when I reviewed This Fragile Life. And the new album's called Unravel. I think it's the best thing he's done yet. If I can do a review for it, I will try. He did get me an early copy. I just did not get to doing a review. But that is out, streaming everywhere. Please check out Slyrex. Slyrex is incredible. And I don't have a lot of time. I just want to throw this into the universe. Slyrex, maybe collaborate with Medicine. I think that would look really cool. Let's try it.